Good day, everyone. Welcome back to Clean Cut EDC. Today, I am super excited because we are reviewing what I consider to be the best budget button lock, say that 3 times fast, EDC knife on the market at the moment. I have to say this thing is absolutely fantastic for a low price of 700 Rand. And when I heard about this knife, I was like, man, there is just no way that a knife can have those materials, have a button lock system, and be that cheap. 700 Rand equals $35 for our American friends. And it is the Riku D. Yes. Beautiful OD, green, Micarta scales. Look at this. Full flat grind, drop point style blade. And we have actually had this knife on the channel before when we did the unboxing. And here is its brother, the Riku D, which is my my primary EDC at the moment. I've switched from the Akal, which, guys, I mean, this thing is maybe my all-time favorite button lock knife. And I mean, like, that's across all different brands. So there's that. But I've switched to this because it's a little bit slimmer in pocket. It's a little bit lighter also. And I've had this in my pocket for a month and a half now. And this one I've had in my pocket for like 2 weeks. And I've used it actually quite a bit. You guys can see I've cleaned the Micarta here. So there's just a difference in the character that it does take after a while. It's very, very nice. It's fantastic. The Riku D actually, it stands for Riku, which means powerful ruler, and T for a Tanto blade shape. So I do like myself a Tanto blade shape. I know some people don't, but I do like it because it has a very durable tip, and I'm definitely a fan of that secondary tip right there. But today we are doing a full review on the Riku D, which, if I have to be honest, durability aside, if we just look at functionality, it is a little bit better than the Riku D. Just because of that full flat grind, because of the drop point style blade shape, it's a little bit more versatile, and I definitely love this knife. I think from Pickled Steel, this is maybe the best value for money EDC button lock, right? It's difficult to say that, but yeah, in my opinion. And maybe the Ghost has got to be the best value for money liner lock knife from Pickled Steel. Fantastic, man. I've done a review on the Ghost, but there's another one coming up because they've updated to Jade and the red G10 scales. This thing is just incredible. Yes, so let's discuss what I love about the Riku D. This knife is absolutely fantastic. It's very reminiscent, of the sort of a spider coat tenacious. You can see there, just with that full flat grind there. Functionality wise, it's quite similar with the full flat grind. The slicing ability of the knife very similar to that of a honey badger, to that of the spider coat tenacious, or actually switching over to Afrikaans, actually any other flat grind blade. I've used this, and I must say I'm very impressed with the heat treat on the Riku D. Definitely very impressed both with the Riku D and the Riku D. I've used this to cut styrofoam, to cut boxes, to open packages, cut open a braai sack, braai bag with wood in. I did carve a stick just because why not? And yes, I also did food prep. Yes, I did some food prep with it, and the edge is still as smooth as the day I got it. I mean, to me, it's almost difficult to believe that this is D2. I mean, look at that. That is just, man, it's almost unthinkable. I can't even imagine how slicey this knife is. It's just, it's super slicey. Cutting ability, one of the best knives I've held, and that's not just in budget range. So that's saying something. It does have a few nicks here and there. I mean, it's D2. It's not going to be it's not a super steel, but very impressed. The heat treat is on point. Yes, Riku D obviously stands for drop point. Definitely like the blade shape, super versatile. Let's take a look at the weight, because this knife is lightweight. It's definitely lightweight. For the weight durability ratio is fantastic with this guy, because it almost feels like 120 grams. That solid durability feel that you get from for instance, like Alcohol or the Tenacious. That it's a very solid feel, but it's not actually that heavy, and that's what you want. You want a knife that feels solid, but that isn't heavy. So let's see. 104 grams. Guys, that is just, whew, that is amazing. That's my sweet spot. Between 100 and 120 is sort of, where I like to be. Because anything below 100 can sometimes, for me, feel too lightweight, almost feel like it's not that durable. Even though it is, it is durable. The weight doesn't always determine the durability, but it just, I like to feel the knife in hand, Get a full 4-finger grip on this knife. It's actually not that big. Let me just compare it to the Tenacious. This is the Tenacious with the Emerson mod. Maybe you guys have seen that video. And we will do a battle between the Tenacious and a Pickled Steel liner lock. So please, in the comment section, let me know what liner lock knife from Pickled Steel would you like to see go up against the Spyderco Tenacious. And then we'll see who comes out on top. Right, then compared to, for instance, our Carl. Our Carl is a little bit bigger. Not that much, but it's just a nick bit bigger. And the Ghost is basically the exact same length as the Riku D. Honey Badger large, drop point quite a lot, maybe like 1.5 centimeters bigger, and Gerber Paralite a lot smaller. Ontario Camp Plus also a little bit smaller, and let's compare it also just to the Leverman side clip, which is the same in length as the Leverman Wave, right? So you get an idea there of just the size there. Also, let's just do the 4R quickly. 4R is almost 1 centimeter smaller or shorter than the Riku D. And 4R is fantastic EDC, but I do just want a little bit extra on my handle. Yes, love the scales, Micarta. Takes a good character, and it's quite thick, Micarta. You guys can see there. Has a Micarta backspacer, if I'm correct. Stone-washed liners, skeletonized. Very, very, very good skeletonization of the liners. Very similar, actually, to the Tenacious. You guys can see those milled out holes there. Very cool. Great weight distribution. The balance is also quite well done. Exactly where your index finger will sit. Maybe a little bit to the backside, but not that bad. Quite good on the balance there. The Riku D is maybe a little bit better balanced than the Riku D. Yes, so exactly where your index finger will be, the balance point or pivot point is right there. Yes, then deployment options, we have some dual thumb studs, no flipper tab, and we have the button lock, so you can deploy it just with the button. And or you can thumb flick this. Very fidgety knife, as you guys can imagine, being this awesome button lock. It runs on ball bearings, and it's super, super satisfying to deploy and to close. It's just amazing, man. Yo, very fidgety. You will drive the people around you crazy. With this fidget factor, you can actually remove the thumb studs if you would like to. I don't think I would, but yes, you can. So there's that. And yes, nice liners. I did mention, stonewash liners, nice and thick liners. So the durability on this feels good. It's solid in hand. It's just a fantastic EDC option. Great pocket clip. Deep carry pocket clip. Goes over the clothing quite easily. Nice and stiff. Snug. It's not going to go anywhere. Not going to fall out easily, but also not going to irritate you. Pull your whole pants. Give yourself a wedgie when you try to take the knife out. It's not that stiff. It goes over and comes out quite easily. Screws are minor, not sunken. The pocket clip is sunken into the scale, which is awesome. But the screws aren't sunken. They are mushroom. And so they won't tear up your clothes or anything. They are so flat that they basically could have been sunken. It's just, that's not going to bother you at all. T8 pivot, T6 body screws. It's been tried and tested. It's just fine. Lanyard hole. And there's actually a little, if I'm correct, there's a little metal piece in there which creates sort of a standoff effect with this backspacer, but also prevents wear within the lanyard hole. So that's fantastic. Well thought out. Very, very nicely done. Good stopping pin right there. What I'm very impressed with on this knife is the detent. Sometimes liner locks can really, well, it doesn't really have a detent, but it's held in place by the button lock itself. So sometimes, over time it can wear a little bit. the spring inside and stuff, and it can affect the detent, or how well the blade is being held in. But I have tested this earlier also, just shaking this as hard as I can. I can't do this under the camera, and it didn't come out at all. So that's a good job right there. Fantastic. Really love this, man. Yo, it's so satisfying, so good, so nice in hand, very comfortable, no hot spots at all. You do have this finger choil, so you can creep up on the blade. There's no jumping on the spine. I do feel that they could have added that. That would have been a good addition. But yeah, I think this is like a sandblasted finish on the spine. I mean, we have everything going on here. We have a belt satin finish on the blade itself. We have then a sandblasted finish on the spine, and we have a stonewash finish on the liners. We have it all going on here. So that's fantastic. But yes, I don't feel like I'm going to slide up and down the spine. I can creep up on this knife and choke up on this knife quite well without the jumping, but it would have been maybe a good addition. Something that I would love to see from Pickled Steel with regards to these knives is some more color options, right? I know it's not on the books right now. There's many awesome knives coming out from Pickled Steel. Take a look at this website, and also go to the fans page. All the links will be in the description. There's some exclusive deals on there, updates on new knives coming out. So take a look there, and you might find something for yourself, right? There's something that I wanted to show you guys, and it's this. Here we have the penguin. And I feel that this would look very good. The denim color Micarta on the Riku D or the Riku D would look just absolutely fantastic with these knives. So some different color options. They do actually come in black also, and then OD green. And OD green is, that's a color that I would go for if I would have to choose between like 20 different colors. This is probably the color that I would choose. This or something like the FDE. Is that what you call it? Like a coyote style color. That's sort of the colors that I go for, those earthy colors. But some different color options would be very nice with these guys, because I feel that they are epic. They are definitely iconic, And if Pickled Steel was a global company, this knife would have a astonishing title, in my opinion. No flipper tab does give you that little bit extra also on the blade when using this. So I'm happy that they didn't go with a flipper on this guy. This is also, provides you the way the handles are formed. It does provide you with a little bit of resistance. You're not going to slide over this and cut yourself or anything like that. So there is a guard for your finger. So there's no worries in those areas. So I do prefer it this way. You get a little bit more out of the blade. I'm going to try and show you guys. Just what I'm talking about here is, you have all of that. If you're going to use it on a flat surface, you have it from there till there, all that cutting edge you can use. Whereas compared to a flipper, it's a different story, right? You only have basically that from there till there, that piece of the belly that you can use. So you lose a lot of blade with flipper, and I think that people don't really realize that. But it's also just in certain situations, right? Let's cut some more paper. I can just sit here all day, man. This is just freaking fantastic. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes, I love a saber grind. I definitely do. But I can't deny that a full flat grind is just, it's just amazing. We have another full flat grind knife coming on the channel soon. And I think that's also going to be a good review. So guys, please subscribe. We are reaching almost 300 subscribers, which is unimaginable. I mean, that's just crazy. It's awesome. I'm so thankful, and we are etching 70,000 views, which is amazing for me. I mean, that is just incredible. So thank you guys so much for watching the channel, and for commenting. I really enjoy it. I read all the comments. It's not that much, so I have the time to read all the comments, but I want to encourage you guys to comment even more, and yes, to interact with me even more. Tell me about what you like about the knife. I'm just sharing my opinion here, so maybe you don't like it at all, and then that's also okay. I'm just talking about from my perspective what I've found to be awesome. So let's just recap quickly. Riku D, super slicey, super functional, lightweight, fantastic EDC, awesome action, amazing deployment, no flipper, and you get a little bit of extra cutting edge with that. You can choke up, skeletonized liners, solid liners, very solid feel in hand, very comfortable feel in hand, no hot spots, no jumping on the spine, and lanyard hole and backspacer, no standoffs. All right, and deep carry pocket clip, obviously. Micarta scales, and that's just fantastic. D2 blade steel with a fantastic heat treat. Guys, you really can't go wrong with this. 700 Rand, I mean, I don't think you can buy a better button lock for that price. It's just impossible. If you do know of a better button lock for 700 Rand, please let me know in the comment section. But until then, and until next time, have a nice day. Have a knife day. And remember that no knife means no life.